Hey there, what's up? And happy October. I'm Sir Wade in case you're new here, and today I'm very excited to welcome you to my first ever animation challenge. I have been wanting to do one of these for forever, and we're finally doing it. We've got prizes, guest judges, we've got rigs for you to download, the whole thing. So starting today, from the moment you see this video, the challenge is on and you have until November 15th to participate. I partnered with Autodesk for this challenge as they're the ones who created the rig. They gave it to me and said we want to give this to people for free to make cool stuff with, so we figured why not make a challenge out of it. So you can download Ash, a vibrant, cyberpunky guitarist, and their robot companion, Boomy. And you can use both the characters or either one. You don't have to use both of them necessarily. Beginners are going to have a better time with the robot than they will with the full biped, so that's up to you. Since these characters come in a Maya rig file format, you'll do the animation in Maya, but you are more than welcome to use any software application you'd like to assemble your full creative piece. If you want to export them and render in Blender or Unreal, you're welcome to. If you want to simulate cloth or effects in Houdini or use EmberGen, you are encouraged to use whatever you want to create the final piece because all professional workflows use multiple pieces of software. Why shouldn't you be able to? And obviously having the character start in Maya with a Maya character rig and animation makes sense since the challenge is sponsored by Autodesk. But again, you don't have to stick only with Maya or Autodesk programs. Creative workflows require different tools, and we all know that. So build an awesome scene and build a shot that you are proud of. The challenge is simple. You'll download the characters and create a piece of animation between 5 and 15 seconds at 24 frames per second. So that ends up being 120 to 360 frames in length. I'll say that again. The hard limit is 15 seconds at 24 FPS. So 360 frames is the top limit. Don't go above that. I'd recommend sticking closer to 5 or 10 just because that will be a lot easier to actually polish your animation, but I know better than to tell a bunch of animators to keep those ideas too small, but I recommend it. The only other major rule is that every animation is going to have the motion start in from the left and then go off and out of frame, forward and to the right. I'm gonna have a template file for you to download, so if you wanna just follow that, you can see what I mean. And if you know what you're doing and you wanna make your own camera, change up the angle, you're more than welcome to, but just kinda keep this overall flow. This is going to allow me to put all your animations into one long video as the motion will flow throughout. And this is super similar to the Unreal Animation Fellowship. I was just a part of this. I was an instructor and a mentor for this program where we took a bunch of industry artists, they all made different animations, and we linked them together to flow through motion. So we're gonna do the same thing for this challenge. And the only other rules are things like file size for the upload, that kind of stuff. That's all gonna be on the info page down below. But now let's get on to the good stuff, what you're probably waiting to hear about, judges and prizes. First, our judges panel is stacked with insane talent. I'll be judging alongside Michael Makarovich, Ilse Zamaripa, Harvey Newman, Jean-Denis Haas, and Clinton Jones, aka Punisher. If you know who all these individuals are, then you know that we have a broad range of experience here from feature film, games, visual effects. There's a whole spectrum here to look at your work. And if you don't already know who everyone is, I'll have links to everybody on the info page down below. And now for the prizes. The judges and I will be hand selecting our 3 top picks for best animations and 5 additional awards to celebrate and acknowledge your work in other areas of creativity. This is both to let more people win more things, as well as to encourage you to push your skills and try new things, learn something new. So every single person who wins any of these awards is getting my Maya for Animators workshop. It is an almost 30-hour comprehensive professional training course that I put together over the last couple of years, and it's pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. I'll have a link to it below if you've never seen it or heard of it and you want to check it out. But it's everything I know how to do in Maya, tons of studio workflows. It's all geared towards animators, but it covers the entire pipeline of what you can do in 3D inside of Maya. We also have some animation demo reel and shot reviews from a few of our judges. I'll put the details of that on the information page so you can check that out there. But if you want to have your work looked at by artists who cumulatively have decades of experience in our industry, those are some of the prizes as well. Now here's some prizes I know you're going to be excited about. Give me 1 second. From our friends at NVIDIA Studio. It's a little bit heavy. Give me a second. Here we go. We have the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3090, 3080, and 3070 GPUs for first, second, and third place respectively. So you're getting a graphics card upgrade. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna put these down because these are actually yours. I'll be shipping these to you. And if you want something cool to do with those graphics cards, another of our prizes is from Jenga Effects. It is a full suite license to the software that they make, including EmberGen, which is a real-time effect simulation tool. You can just drag things around, you can add new emitters, you can put your animation in there, you can do so much cool stuff. And you can either render the stuff straight from the software, or you can send it back to your 3D application. If you want to send it to Unreal, Blender, back into Maya using Bifrost, you can do all kinds of cool stuff. And so they've given us licenses to give away as well. I'd also like to point out that one of the awards is Best Effects, and EmberGen has a 30-day free trial where you can do anything you want. Since this challenge is only a month long, download EmberGen for free, make cool effects, and throw it in there for that little extra polish. You might end up winning something just for that. And also thanks to Welcome for Education, we have 3 of these. Wacom One 13 display tablets. These are brand new. This is your display tablet. You plug it in, your monitor's there, and you can draw on it. So for those of you who do 2D animation or any kind of graphic design or After Effects, whatever you might do, we have a lot of cool prizes, is what I'm trying to say here. And that's not even all the prizes. At the time of recording this video, I'm still working out some of the details, and so I can't like say it to the camera right now of what's happening, but any additional prize details are gonna be in the link down below. You can check that out because apparently, since this is still in the video, there are more prizes. So you can check the link down below and see what else is available on top of everything else I've already listed. Now I know I just threw a ton of information at you, and there are 2 places to go if you have any questions, if you get confused, if you need support of any kind. Number 1 is the info page down below. That's gonna have all the information on the overall challenge, the rules, the prizes, the submission link, how to actually submit to this challenge. That's all gonna be on my website where you can also look at my classes and things like that. And then number 2 is my Discord community. That is going to be the support hub for this challenge. There are some new channels in there designed specifically for this challenge. If you need help and support, questions answered, things like that, or if those of you who are participating want to show your works in progress, get some feedback on your animation, all that kind of stuff is gonna happen on my Discord. The judges and I won't be looking at work and giving feedback throughout because that doesn't seem super fair. And remember, you're not in competition with the other animators participating in this challenge. These Discord channels are gonna be our way of trying to emulate that studio experience. Your best work is always gonna come when you work with a team or get feedback from your peers. That collaboration is what's going to add that special sauce and add that little extra bit to your work. You'll get different ideas, different perspectives, and you can wrap all that up into how you execute that. And that is what sets the animation industry apart from a lot of the other industries within entertainment. The best artists to work with and to get hired at studios are not those who are stepping on each other and trying to gatekeep secrets and like, oh, I'm the one who's gonna get it. It's those who help each other. So help out your fellow artists in the Discord community and get some help yourself. Show your work, get some feedback, and make your ideas that much better. And I'll be doing 2 live streams in November here on YouTube. One of them just to kind of catch up midway through the challenge, see how things are going. I'll show some workflows and some different examples of ideas that I had, stuff like that hopefully you can integrate and use in your projects if you want them. And I'll be doing a live stream to officially announce the winners of the challenge. We'll look at some of the work that was done, and we'll have a good time. And we'll treat it like a little animation festival here on YouTube. And the most important thing is to have fun with this challenge. This is not meant to be some big overwhelming thing for you to worry about. You've got nothing to lose here. It's just something fun to participate, to enjoy, to work with other people, and to learn something new. So don't overthink it. Just download the character, come up with a few ideas, and just go for it. Whatever idea you have, even if it's not the best idea or the perfect demo reel piece, it doesn't matter. Just make something fun because animation should be fun. And speaking of learning something new, I actually did a talk for Autodesk University going into Maya character animator workflows. So that talks a little bit about keyframe animation workflows, as well as some motion capture stuff. So if you haven't played with motion capture, or if you don't typically animate in Maya, maybe you're one of the Blender artists or Cinema 4D, Unreal Engine, Houdini, and you're curious about those workflows, I'll have a link down below to my talk at Autodesk University, and I think you can watch all of the talks with the free virtual pass. So I'll have a link to that down below if you want to learn something new. And a huge thank you to Autodesk for sponsoring this challenge, making the whole thing possible, and really setting this whole thing into motion. They're the ones who made the rig, called me about this, and they're sort of the source of this entire challenge. So huge thank you to them, as well as our prize sponsors, NVIDIA Studio, Wacom for Education, Jenga FX, the makers of Embergen, Razer, and Animbot. And obviously subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to see the full finished animation montage, the winner announcement live stream, if you don't want to miss any of that kind of stuff and additional videos that I create, make sure you subscribe so you can be a part of all of that. And who knows, we may do more challenges in the future. But for now, I'll see you in the Discord server. Have fun animating.